OKFM 101.7.
Newman. Na mame nkwa na edi se manyuko no ebo sudwetire bi. Na me nkwa tie ensem so emu emfiri Mustapha Gbandi. Eho we deputy general secretary. Na ye wi ebebo moden se ye bekọ asoe no so ni no ma edi enkobo. Mustapha me wache.
Mejo so bra fa.
Na boko de.
Mame da okede amponya nkopo.
Na Mose Ghana card no edi a problem no manya ho a mo hya ase ebo sundwetire.
Yo, mame ebeda se na yada achieve nyina se. Yeah, problem is very simple. Ghana card a creation of law. Social airline to see a Ghana card be the instruments for a lot of very obvious transactions that require electronic verification. And of course, that is the only document that you can use for electronic verification. Now, Ghana card, in accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, that all government services and programs must be accessible and all Ghanaians must have access to such services, in a justifiable manner. As we speak today, you are not able to determine whether the Ghana card business is a private entity that is geared towards making of profit or it's a public service. We agree that Ghana card akoji loans and a produce card. As we speak, the local district officers, you cannot have access to registration of Ghana card. Now call utility. In the district of Dambai, Ghana card offices no engagement. And the Ghana for entity and register for Ghana card.
And you say materials ni wo anase is not in operation. Any operational.
They should be answering that. It's not operational. They should be answering Ghanaians that India Ghana card exercise is not nationwide for all Ghanaians to acquire a Ghana card. After NIA said they are doing what they call express premium exercise. No, a 280 Ghana cedis. No work original office. Now work coach. No triaka. Kwame make this happen. So free tepa, announce free ejura. Na esese ukukumasi. Ekwaji Ghana card. With transportation, meaning through and out.
Edena would be free ejura ebe kumasi. Wo free ejura ebe kumasi a. Wo free kumasi come and 36 miles. Now we try another 10 miles account. Next say 46 miles.
Yes, Kwame. Because NIA is operating in only the regional capitals.
But maybe you make say you need prof. Edin come of that. If or say and share what say one movie to various jurisdictions. So no matter register.
The law on NIA NIA will undertake a mass registration exercise. Now, and which they know. So, people who have not been able to register, not because they didn't have access to register, they will pay to get a Ghana card. Okay, mass registration, there was COVID. And the Memamia or Tedamaya only sika. I said to register the SIM card. I said to could be account now or the transfer. I said to Kutrian insurance or the Ghana card aircon. Only 280. Only Sikasa or back to coin original capital. How does he get his Ghana card? On one end, try to link it to the game that EC is trying to play. Sir, EC is currently pursuing a law.
But me Ghana card and I'm why an penny funding common. One must say ask to so be be disenfranchised in registering. And no, duty ni say, ya de. Woman ni chef from Bia, about to shame. No, it's true. Woman church him.
OKFM.
Because the NIA and the Electoral Commission is in the same bed with government to perpetrate this crime because they are all public institutions.
I know, but maybe.
But NIA Cradier, a minister at the under Ministry of Interior, will be our other ministry now, a politician. He used to be under the office of the president. That in itself is problematic. Cecilia at the under Minister of Interior. And what it means, the reason why we say that they are engaged in data suppression is that. So to me,
maybe a question you. Adena, in one breath, Mukoya by election, and you could Electoral Commission ye fair. More power, Electoral Commission ye fair. We need power, Electoral Commission ye fair. Ya neighbor.
Family woman say NDC against the Electoral Commission as a body. We are against the decision that the Electoral Commission sometimes would like to take. The decisions must come with consensus. And who be say, who did EC consult in order to have arrived there? It wants to pursue the agenda that the only medium that a Ghanaian can cast his vote in 2024 when you have a Ghana card. When in fact Ghanaians are not able to access that service at their constituencies to be able to own a Ghana card. Argentina EC is saying that Ghana card a sole document without averting its mind to the constitution there.
Nasa how they atra.
Come here and so what it means is that the EC mentality no answer what EC is pushing. If it goes through, all Ghanaians who don't have Ghana card no, they cannot vote in 2024.
Me kai say wo mo de ba ye no. Say parliament bo akire say wo mo nko no mo fa bibi nko ka. Eno no asa ba bio.
Okay, say we before I be by election. Dr. Sebo a commissioner so your operational there. Or no?
Why director of elections?
I said EC is still resolved in using the Ghana card as a sole document for registration. Kwame, we are saying, first of all, no, that decision is not only illegal, the decision does not make sense. And that decision is a decision to disenfranchise Ghanaians from voting. And number two, NIA and so say you will acquire a Ghana card based on your affordability of a 200. You're being able to pay a 280 Ghana cedi plus your TNT from the village, for which you cannot afford. And they are skewing and suppressing the data to a particular group of people. What about the
Mami Musa question you. Nipa yes suppressing say want me enya Ghana card no respectively on some fan koye ne registration about room. Nipa say want me identify as we were NPP ni we were NDC ni.
You don't need to be an NPP member, you don't need to be an NDC member. The constitution states that every Ghanaian at the age of 18 must vote unless you do not go and vote. And they will be there to me and so say Mengotwaba. And number two, government must make every system that is required for elections accessible to all Ghanaians. EC is saying that they want to use Ghana card as a sole document for registration. And what that means is that we are Ghanaian na utimekura ase koku ase na want me anya sika ameye premium express want me and use any other means to own a Ghana card. EC has rendered you a non-Ghanaian through NIA. So NIA should have told Electoral Commission said what you are seeking to do. And yet Ghana almost service and say We won't have a problem if tomorrow NIA a nationwide exercise of registration says Ghana need be only Ghana card no register, so that from there we will migrate it to the electoral commission. And this can go for 10,000.
And Nibia only Ghana card enko register. Na foreigners be no makwa register no Ghana card no the name.
Wame the Ghana card law express we are foreigner now within 90 days you can afford a Ghana card. So that is why we think that the mentality that the ECA not only problematic, it doesn't because for our foreigners Ghana card by law. How are you going to differentiate that? I mean, and then if we allow the EC and none of them is willing to take responsibility of whose activity would disenfranchise Ghana, and this is 500 behind now Ghana card for a National Identification Authority every stand for 400,000. One electoral commission, no one to with this almost about 400,000 and a better about against 30 million. Who takes responsibility for the exercise of disenfranchising Ghanaians? And number two, clearly
leadership. What take it at the end of
leadership have spoken about this. You would have listened to National Chairman. We have made it clear to the Electoral Commission and Parliament that if the Electoral Commission want to really do Ghanaians a good thing, they have a Ghana just as we did in 2020, and make provisions for guarantor system, other characteristics that you must demonstrate to be able to register or qualify to register and vote. Well, because we have that system, then who don't have a Ghana card can now get a window to register for voting in 2024. If you said that, don't see that. I mean, that is why we are saying that they are doing this together to suppress data because they are using affordability of based on money to suppress the poor who cannot acquire. Argentina document a document for registration to vote. Why must Ghanaians pay to be able to have those documents? You can register a national voters register card. Argentina says a Ghana put Ghana card. No more. Are we not then selling the voting system? Is it a commercial business?
Is it say more from the way forward?
The way forward is that the NIA should either undertake or put a timetable for a nationwide registration or a mop-up. Now, Ghana for now, 18 woman Ghana card. All this while after 3 years old, Ghana card registration or registration. The back will be cleared. Ghana for a woman 18 years no. Omunya register to Ghana card system now. Woman needs council so woman piano. They should have a way to put all of these onto the base. Then the compensation can be something that we can consider. Other than the EC should not proceed to make a Ghana card a sole document for registration for 2024 election. Anything short of that, I will conform you, and we'll hand over to the EC to endorse. And then we are the electoral commissioner, and now Kazan said, falsification of documents occurred at the station and not in his office. So therefore, what it means is that our allegation said the 2020 election was rigged. It's true because he can't yet.
But I know the 2020 mobile and Muse Munia dance here according to Wow Chama General.
And America said, now we are 3 days ago. Electoral Commission about Bontin Beka said, vigilance is what wins election. And we need we are not attacking EC. Now, falsification of documents happens at station and not in her office. When you can assessment at some platform. Let me tell you, Kwame. We have said that this same electoral commission, was a verdict 6 times, results 6 consecutive times, was figures. We believe that there were falsification of documents. We believe that there was a rigging of the presidential results.
Baba, wouldn't you say in law, it doesn't hinge on suspicion?
Well, we are not talking. We are talking about implied evidence that she has come to provide. Our stand says the 2020 election was flawed on falsification of documents. She has come to vindicate us. It is true that, but it didn't occur at her office. It occurred at polling station. So when the court refused what we have put before the court, the electoral commission who refused to go and testify is now saying today that falsification of documents occurred at polling station and not at her office. Is it not in the office? And a woman is not at 6 times.
So
we are saying that the NIA is engaged in suppression of data that will be purported to be migrated to electoral commission so that the electoral commission will execute the real stealing and rigging of the vote. That is what is happening now.
And your mamma now was no pay. Bibi ania yebekasa. No me who watch ya mammy watch papa. And now and I'm who video be. Because I mean who says yes in me who da. Now Kasia why ni opposition Kasia ni. And yes all papa. Stress na why Kasia.
I said, a more stress on my woman. The most stress at my 1 year time. Stress at my 1 year. Yes, 2 canajo. Yes, I mean, you may be a boy in 2 canajo cry.
Medicine of pay.
I
say, Mustapha Gbandi, a deputy general secretary, Edima and this man you couldn't pump your endpoint.
OKFM 101.7.